G'day and welcome back to Duxilla Gaming and Farming Simulator 22 with our new series on the new map released with the game, Haut-Beyleron. Now, I know I've butchered the pronunciation of it. I apologise to any French people watching, etc, etc. But I'm an Aussie. I'm going to pronounce it the way I want to do it. So from now on, I'm just going to call it Haut. Anyway, we're going to get straight into it and see what we can do. So I'm going to take an empty slot here. And we're going to play in the new farmer mode for this series. So in the Elm Creek series, we've done farm manager, and with this one, we're going to do new farmer modes just so we can get straight into some farming. So we're going to continue there. I'm going to select our map. So we have 3 maps available at the moment. Obviously, Elm Creek, Haut-Beyleron, and Erlengracht. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back here, make sure we select that one, and we're going to continue. As you can see, there's a couple of mods that are now available. Player action camera is a new mod that's released from Wobster. That is available. There's also a mod review I've got out for that. We're going to keep that in for the moment. And I'm going to keep all those there, so we're just going to start. All right, let's get into it. Now, I haven't played this map as yet. I did open it, had a quick look. I haven't actually played it and gone around the map or anything else like that. Haven't done a map review on it. Any of that sort of stuff, but we'll just get straight into it and just learn as we go, I guess. All right, we're going to set up our character. I think in this series we'll have a girl. We're going to, that's fine. I'm going to give her a hairstyle. I don't know. I don't like worrying about my hair this time, so I'm not going to worry about a girl's hair. We're going to do that. I'm going to give her red hair, real red hair. We're going to fit her out in this cool outfit here. So that will do there. For boots, we haven't got any high heels or anything, so we're just going to put her in some... oh no, she can't be wearing John Deere. Even she's got style. We'll just put these Eltons on. There we go. As for a hat... no. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, actually, no. We'll give her a... Where's the class hat, Giants? Come on. Where's the class hat? You put 2 bloody John Deere hats, but no class ones. All right, we'll put the case I hate. That looks all right. So we're going to go with that. I'm not going to worry about gloves. And sunnies, I might just give her... No, she doesn't look that... Yeah, I'll give her these ones. That'll do. All right, let's go. Would you like to start a short guided tour? Hell no. All right. Here we are. We're on Haut. So let's have a bit of a quick look-see and see what we've got. We'll have a look quickly at the map and see what we've got going on. I will probably do a map review sometime in the next day or so. So here we are over here. This is where our farm is. So if I go to farmland, we can see we own this area of land. So I'm going to go back to the map overview. So we own fields 38, 41 and 40. We've got a hayloft, we've got a silo, we've got the farmhouse, and we've got a water tank. We've got three tractors and a combine, so we should all be good to go. Let's have a look at the crop status. We've got 1 field ready to harvest, 1 field has been cultivated, and the other field has been harvested. So we need to plough this one in. All right, so we've got much to do. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the combine running. So we'll go for a run and find the combine. Here he is over here. One thing I've noticed is by default the running speed is very, very fast. All right. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to use a hired hand to harvest, and then we can go on and get some other stuff done at the same time. Well, I need my header. There we go. Right. We grab the header. Now we'll position ourselves to do some north-south runs. And hopefully the AI worker will be able to deal with that. All right, we're going to unfold the combine. Start the combine up. We'll get in position. There we go. And we're going to tell him to work. All right, there he goes. The top liner, Deutzwahr. All right, off he goes. Excellent. Right, we're going to go off and do some other stuff now. Right, so we've got over here our Massey Ferguson 3670. We've got a plough and we've got a weight, so we're going to set this guy up. Oh, actually, what I want to do as well, before we get started, I do want to have a quick look at our used sales, because we can get some good bargains here. So, for instance, look at this. Straight off the bat, I can get another tractor, a little Z-Tor, for 14 grand. It's 64% off. I can get a Wilson trailer fairly cheap. I can get the Scorpio nice and cheap for getting rid of the rocks. I'm going to grab that, but I need a 120 horsepower tractor. So I'm going to buy that. Buy the bargains when we can. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to buy that. Yes. Okay. Now, I also do need to get some seed and all that sort of stuff as well at some point. But I'm not going to worry about that for now. But yeah, so we'll leave that there because we may need to get the rocks off the field. One of the new additions to Farming Simulator 22, we have to do a little bit of topsoil management. And that incorporates us having to either collect the rocks off the field or stamp them under the ground using rollers. So that's something we're going to look forward to a little bit later. All right, off we go. We're just going to cultivate this field, and then we can get planting. Now I could get that guy over there running as hired hand as well, but I'm just going to do a little bit of manual labour. I know it's unusual for me. I tend to use course play and all that sort of stuff a lot. I would be using the AI. However, I have found a few little problems with the AI. I don't think it's quite as mature as it needs to be. For basic field work, for your up and downs, it is okay. But there's certainly elements of it that I'm not happy with. And where they've said they need to do some extra work on it, yes, you definitely need to do some extra work on it. The other thing is I found a couple of in-game vehicles have some errors on them. And you know, I was quite hopeful in the first day and a half I've had with the game that I wasn't going to have to be very negative at all with the game. But Giant says, why have we got errors coming up on your default equipment? Is QA still a problem for you guys? I would like to think it's not, and I'd like to think you haven't rushed the product out, but I tell you, you need to start fixing some of this stuff and doing it properly. I mean, the fact that modders can put out mods and you hold them to a higher account with errors and stuff, well, certainly you have previously in FS19 and 17, yet you can release mods with your game with errors in them. I mean, seriously. Right. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and bash Giants all in the way through this episode of this series. We're just going to get in and enjoy the actual game for what it is at the moment. I just wanted to sort of make sure you're aware that that's the reason why I'm not going to use the AI for the moment. Certainly for things, or sometimes for delivering, I'll load that a bit earlier then. Sometimes for delivering items to areas, it works well. Other times it doesn't. But for the moment, we'll just do this manually until such time as like either the... there you go. You already got some rocks here. Or some stones. You can see the stones that are there, just in there on the corner. So we need to get rid of those. And there's some more there. See? So we've brought some stones up to the surface of the crop or the field as we've been ploughing. So we need to get rid of those. It is a good addition. I don't mind that as an addition to the gameplay. I'll talk about this a little bit more when we do our review of the game, which I'm planning on recording today as I record this. I do think that while they did bring us grapes and olives, I wish they'd brought us something with a little bit more variety on that as well. I mean, really, I would argue they brought us one crop, being grapes, and they basically copied it to olives with some minor tweaks. So anyway, and adding another crop like sorghum and that doesn't really count as new crops. I mean, there's no different farming mechanism with it, so I don't really count that as a new crop. It's a new texture. Really, that's all it is. Anyway, all right, we're going to continue in here. I'm going to stop being a negative Nancy for the moment, only for the moment. And we're just going to continue on with getting this done. All right. So we haven't. You were a bit delayed then, weren't you? We haven't taken out any loans or anything at the moment. We certainly can do so. I don't know if by default. I don't think we should have a loan. Let's have a quick look. In fact, let's go in the. I've got to go to the game settings actually before I forget. We're going to go in here. I'm going to go seasonal growth. Yes. 3 days. I'm going to do 3 days. Fixed visuals. No. Crop destruction on. Fieldstone weeds off. I hate weeds. Fieldstones are on. Periodic ploughing and quieting is on. Normal auto engine start is off. Trailer fuel limit. Turn all those off. Fuel usage normal. I think that's about what we want. Yep, I'm just going to put this. This is going to be my other YouTube series. So I just name it YouTube so I know that's what I've got. Right, so we're just going to save that game. And back we go. Right. Okay. What was I saying? Can't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. The loan. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go and have a quick look. So let's have a look at the money. No, we don't have a loan, so we can loan some money and buy some more equipment or buy some more fields. And we'll probably look at doing that after this. I have no hesitation in getting money and going into debt to establish my farm. So that's something we'll look at doing for sure. All right. So raise. It's a bit repetitive. I'd like a bigger. Actually, that's probably the first thing I'll buy. Is I'll just buy a bigger plow or cultivator. Gee, that takes some time. Oh, because I did the wrong button. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I understand using the small equipment and starting out like that. You know what? It just, especially on bigger fields, like even this, it's not a huge field, but it's a bigger field, and just the amount of time that's wasted, really, in dealing with smaller equipment, is not really something you have to do. So I'm not going to go and buy anything huge and over the top. But I do believe that something a little bit bigger is more applicable to this field. And in fact, I'll do this. I'll finish doing this run around here now, and then we'll go and do that. We'll get a new plow. We've got to go collect our rock. What's that? And what we'll do, in fact, what we can do. All right, let's do this first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Voltra here. Let's see how well this works. Now, I have been doing some testing with it. We're going to go up here. We're going to go to the auto drive feature. I want you to set destination, and I want to find the shop. All right, so where's the shop? But the shop was up here somewhere. Right, where's the shop? I think the shop is up here up the north, but it doesn't. Up in here somewhere. Right, we're going to cancel that. Right, let me find the shop. Right, there's the shop. So the shop's not an option when I go to. So if I go see, it's not an option. So what we are going to do though is I'm going to bring him up to here. So what we're going to do is going to set destination. I'm going to bring him up to here. It's going to face that way, and then he's going to head off and. Oh, hang on. Oh no, he's blocked. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the weight. Right. Okay, now we should be able to do it. So we're going to set destination, pick a target location. There we go. And off he goes. So hopefully he should now proceed up to the shop, and he'll be there ready for us when we finish doing this run around the field. All right, there he goes. Now he may or may not make it. We'll just see. Right, now combine is almost full, which is good. He's going to go and offload him. We'll finish this row through here. But it is nice to be back. I do, and again, I'll just do a summary. I'm not going to go into details. I'm going to do a review and offer my full thoughts on the game. I am, as I said in Elm Creek, I am pleasantly surprised with the status of the game on launch day. I got a lot more out of it than what I was expecting. To be perfectly honest, I was expecting to go into a bit of a rant and sort of have a go at all the stuff that wasn't working properly. But by and large, I'm actually quite impressed. I'm impressed with the new textures. I'm impressed with the new animations for the ploughing and the harvesting. I'm very much impressed with new sounds. Yeah, so yeah, overall, I'm actually reasonably happy with it, to be honest. So, but I'll offer my full thoughts and opinions in an upcoming video, which, of course, I hope you'll all watch and enjoy. But this video here and our Elm Creek series, they will both run for a period of time. They're not going to be necessarily a longer term one, or certainly not this one. I may keep the Elm Creek. This one may be more short-lived. But the intent is basically once we start getting some mod maps coming out, then we will look at transitioning to some of those instead, because we want to see what the modders are going to bring to us. And I mean, Giants have never been the greatest map makers. These maps look okay, and certainly I don't mind Elm Creek. However, they just don't have the panache making the maps of what some of our modders do. And we have some great map makers. FS17 we had Bullet Bill, and I believe Bullet Bill may be back hopefully for FS19, FS22 I mean, which would be nice. Oxygen David, CCS 101, my good mate Rubber Burner, Aussie Farmer. There's quite a few great map makers out there that have produced some very, very good maps that well and truly surpass what Giants is capable of doing. Now, that's not necessarily a slight on Giants. It's just we perhaps have some mod makers and some map makers that just have a little bit better vision, or like for instance, like for Aussie Farmer, for instance, his Ningen Farms was based on his home farm, so they have a bit of personal interest in it as well. So yeah, it's not necessarily a full dig at Giants, but I mean they would have probably been better to. Well, then again, I mean you don't know. They may have employed someone that's been making maps, but they're just, I don't know, haven't been given free rein or whatever else. But anyway, all right. So we're just going to continue on. I'm going to stop dribbling, and we're going to keep continuing in the farming. So as you can see, there's quite a few stones come up on the field. So dealing with those stones is definitely something that has to be done. Unless, of course, you turn it off like I have the weeds. That's entirely up to you, obviously. You don't have to have the stones on. There's no one who tells you how you have to play. And remembering, pardon me, this is a game, and as many people have said, and I know my good mate Jerry Grizzly Bear Sims has said on numerous occasions previously, it's a game, and you can play it your way. Excuse me while I just wet the whistle so I can speak. Right, that's a bit better. Sorry about that. Yeah, so feel free to play it your way. There is no right and wrong. You play the game how you feel comfortable and what you want to do with the game. So it's like, so for instance, let's talk about my gameplay. I prefer to use course play for a lot of the more mundane up and down functions. We're obviously talking FS19 and FS17 and FS22 if we get course play come out. And then do the other interaction type stuff like offloading manually and all that sort of stuff, and do the occasional bit of manual work with it. But I mean, on a big farm, you're going to have multiple people working for you. You're not just necessarily going to do it on your own, and you need to be able to maximise with that. And I mean, that's the way I enjoy the game. So yeah, but everyone's different. some people may like just playing with the small tractors and the small fields and just doing everything manually. And great, that's entirely up to them to do that. And I understand that. So no one should feel pressured, though, to have to play their game in any way they don't want to, if the game mechanics allow them to play in various ways. And that's certainly what this game and this genre has given us. I mean, some people may well just decide to just entirely do forestry, okay, and nothing else. Yet some people have also gone to the extremes of making construction equipment for the game, for FS19, FS17, and making maps that are built around that. So building mines and all that sort of stuff, and so digging dirt out with excavators and transporting it away and selling it. I mean, it gives that flexibility. You can do that, and I mean, it's one of the good things about this game, and what it has brought historically, is that flexibility to do the farming or do whatever you want to do, with that flexibility in mind. And I think that is a wonderful part of the game. And as long as Giants keep running to that, and we're not forced into a real lockstep scenario with the game, then people are going to continue to get out of the game what they want and enjoy doing various things and do it the way they want to do it. I mean, one of the things is like, if you go to a multiplayer game, for instance, if you just got four to 8 players, and you go, right, we're going to start up a farm, we're going to go off and do our own thing, you'll probably find that at least 50% of them players will do things totally different to each other. And that may be in the way they manage their money and the way they do things. It may be the order they do things. It may be what implements they prefer and how they farm. They may not want to do any farming. They may just want to sow sod, sow some grass, and farm the grass, and then do sheep. Okay. One of the things I would love to do is I'm Lord of the Grass, right? Let's not beat around the bush. I would love nothing more than the production capability of creating a turf farm. So we get all these fields, we turn them into lovely turf farms, and then we harvest the turf off the field, and then we go sell it and all that sort of stuff. That would be something I would enjoy to do. It's a different form of farming, but it's something that is used a hell of a lot, because everyone, when they're building their houses, generally puts down some turf. Okay, so there's all those sort of flexibility and things that can and could be brought in, and certainly our modders have supported that over the longevity of this game by bringing a lot of that in. Realismus modding. I mean, we don't have seasonal growth in the game today because of any other reason other than Realismus modding and their seasons mod. Now, is the seasonal growth as good as seasons? Hell no. Nowhere near as good. And it's not one of the things I'm actually enjoying in the game. It is in there at the moment until hopefully Realismus actually release their full version of seasons. But it's just the cheap cousin of seasons. Okay, Giants have taken a bit of it, they've implemented it to make it. Let's look at it this way. I believe, and I'm talking about stuff that I was going to talk about in another video, but I believe Giants have taken seasonal growth and put that into the game because it looks pretty. People like the aesthetic look of seasons, and I think that's the main reason they put it in there. Yes, they have put the scheduling in relation to when you have to plant and harvest and all that sort of stuff, but it's half-baked. It's nowhere near as good as seasons. Now, you could argue, well, they didn't want to make it as complex. They wanted Realismus to do seasons. Well, I don't believe that for a second, because they have the code. That's where they got seasonal growth from. Let's not beat around the bush. They didn't go and reinvent seasons. They've taken the mod seasons, modified it, and implemented it into the game. So there is no reason why it couldn't have been as good as, or almost as good as, the FS19 version of seasons. However, they chose not to. Now, the same can be said for the AI. Now, they've taken a partial of a combination of auto drive and course play, and they've implemented it in the game, and they've done it very, I would say, average. Elements of it are good, but other elements of it are not so good. So yeah, but anyway, that's where I am. So and I'm just drawing on again, and I'm just going to stop because we're almost at the end of the video. So I want to go and collect our stuff from the farm. I want to make sure if our staff member got there, to be honest. I don't know if our harvester is finished. I don't recall seeing a message saying he's full. I believe he has finished, but anyway. What we're going to do is I'm going to put the hired hand on here. There we go. He'll finish off the field. Right, so here we go. So our tractor arrived at the farm. No problems at all. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start the engine now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this back to the farm. Now, when I was doing my Elm Creek setup, and I was transporting all my equipment, I forgot all about it. I did make a mention and said, oh, we haven't got follow me yet. I can't transport all the equipment back to the farm. Well, one of the good things about the AI mod, as per the game, whoop, wrong button, is the fact that we can do exactly that. So now I've come to the shop, I've collected what I need to collect. Oh, it's refreshed. We've got a new item in there. So it does refresh after a period of time, which is what I thought it did. I don't want to go to the shop though. I want to go to here. Right, so we're going to collect him. Now this is our farm down here, and I'm just going to bring him down to here, and hopefully he will make it there. Okay. All right. So, and off he goes. All right. So now we're going to go grab our other tractor, which is this one here. We are going to grab our trailer behind. Okay. And we're going to go offload our combine. And then once we've done that, that will be the end of this episode because we're already at 30 minutes and time is flying by. But anyway, so that is our initiation into Haut-Beyleron. And again, I know I've butchered the name and I apologize to any French people out there. But that's the way I'm going to pronounce it, so stiff. If you don't like it, don't watch. It's as simple as that. But if you're not going to watch this because of the pronunciation, then maybe you got bigger issues. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this series. I hope you're enjoying FS22, and I hope you're enjoying what we're bringing to you. We have been very busy. This whole pile of videos gone out the last 24 hours. Today we've also, the day I'm recording this, we've released our garage previews. We've got a mod review or two up there already. So we've got lots of stuff available there for you. And there's our delivery of our rock picker. So he made it back nice and safe as well. So yeah, I'm going to go offload this, and then that will be it for this episode. But I would like to thank everyone that has taken part and looked at my videos so far for FS22. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you're getting some enjoyment or information or whatever from those videos. But we will continue to showcase and play FS22 along with FS19 as we go forward. But in any case, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And I do want to thank each and every one of you that are subscribed, particularly our new subscribers over the last couple of days, which is wonderful. And if you do press that subscribe button, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when more videos like this are available on the channel. They will be coming thick and fast for a little bit. And of course, don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details are down below in the comments. But most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we will see you again very, very soon back here at Duxola Gaming and Farming Simulator 22 and Haut-Beyleron. See you all later. Bye.